Good morning to everybody. Today we are going to study the accountancy portion, that is plus 2 accountancy portion, single entry system, that is incomplete records. What are the limitations of incomplete records? What are the limitations? In the previous classes, we studied what is the meaning of statement of affairs, what is the meaning of incomplete records, and in last class we studied what are the features of incomplete records. Today I am going to explain what are the limitations of incomplete records. Limitations of incomplete records. Normally this question is asked for 3 marks question, 3 mark category question. If it is a 3 mark question, we have to write just 3 points. In the features also, I explain only 3 points. Here also, I am going to explain what are the limitations of incomplete records. I am going to explain just 3 points. Point number 1, lack of proper maintenance of record. Lack of proper maintenance of records. Dear students, already we studied the features of incomplete records. At that stage, we studied in the incomplete records only cash account and personal accounts are maintained. The real account and nominal accounts are not properly maintained. The same answer you will write here also. It is an unscientific, incomplete records is an unscientific. It is an unscientific and unsystematic. It is an unscientific and unsystematic way of maintaining account. Way of maintaining the accounts. Real account and nominal account are not maintained properly. We have to write only 3 points. First point, lack of proper maintenance of record. Incomplete records is an unscientific and unsystematic way of maintaining the accounts. Real account and nominal accounts are not maintained properly. It is the first limitation of incomplete records. Once again repeat, lack of, you try to write the headings and explain it. Lack of proper maintenance of records. Incomplete records is an unscientific way of maintaining the accounts. Real account and nominal accounts are not maintained properly. This is the first point. Then the second point, difficulty in preparing trial balance. Point number 2, difficulty in preparing trial balance. Trial balance, we all know, to know the arithmetical accuracy of the accounts, we have to prepare the trial balance. In the incomplete records, we are not able to prepare the trial balance. It is very difficult to prepare the trial balance. Accounting records are not maintained fully. Accounting records are not maintained. Accounting records are not maintained, and all items of accounting records all items of accounting records are incomplete. Accounting records are not maintained. All the accounting items are not recorded. So it is an incomplete records. So with the help of the incomplete records, we are not able to prepare the trial balance. So trial balance is not at all prepared. Accounting record, as the accounting records are not maintained fully, as all the items of the account records are incomplete. All the records are not maintained, so the accounting records are incomplete. So trial balance is not at all prepared. So we are not able to know the arithmetical accuracy of the account. Arithmetical accuracy of the account are not found out. You have to write these points. As accounting records are not maintained, all the items of account records are incomplete. So arithmetical accuracy of the account is not found out. Once again I repeat, lack of proper maintenance of records. First point, lack of proper maintenance of records. So real account and personal account and real account and normal accounts are not at all maintained. Only cash item and personal accounts are maintained. So all the accounts are not properly maintained. Then point number 2, difficulty in prepare the trial balance, as all the records are not maintained. So we are not able to calculate trial balance. The arithmetical accuracy of the accounting informations are not found out. Then one more point number 3, difficulty in ascertaining profit or loss. Difficulty in ascertaining accurate profit, true profit. Difficulty in ascertaining true profit of the business. Profit of the business is found, profit of the business is found on the available information and estimates. Profit of the business is found out of available information and estimate. So it is difficulty. All the accounts are not maintained. All the records are not properly maintained. All the accounts are not prepared. So we are not able to calculate the profit. It is difficult to ascertain the profit of the business. Profit is found on the basis of available information and estimate. Once again I repeat, profit is found according to the available information and estimate. So it is a partial records are maintained. So the true profit is not able to found in the incomplete records. 3 points, once again I repeat, lack of proper maintenance of records. Point number 2, difficulty in preparing trial balance. Difficulty in ascertaining true profit of the business. Difficulty in ascertaining true profit of the business. Difficulty in preparing trial balance. Lack of proper maintenance of records. 3 points contains the same point. All the records are not at all maintained. Only personal account and cash account are maintained. Real account and normal accounts are not at all maintained. So all the records are not able to prepare. When all the records are not at all prepared, we are not able to find out the trial balance. So if the accounting informations are partial, all the informations are not recorded, so we are not able to calculate correct profit of the business. These are all the limitations of the incomplete records. Dear students, I want to explain one more problem from the textbook. Then in the last classes we studied calculation of profit or loss calculation of profit or loss, and calculate the capital. Capital can be found on the basis of statement of affairs. Statement of affairs is a statement showing assets and liabilities. In the last classes we studied. Please refer the previous videos and do the remaining questions. Today I want to give only one question. I am not able to give more questions. Only one question I am going to explain. So it is given in page number 11, illustration number 7. Question number 1. I write the question here. This question is question number, illustration number 7 and page number 11. Here on 1/1/2017, the capital is given the question. Capital rupees 75,000. Then we have 9 informations are given. Number 1. Number 1, cash rupees 5,000. Then point number 2, stock 18,000. Then point number 3, bills receivable 7,000. Then point number 4, furniture 3,000. Point number 5, land and building 30,000. Point number 6, debtors value is 16,000. Then point number 7, creditors value is 9,000. Then point number 8, cash at bank 24,000. Then point number 9, bills payable rupees 6,000. These are the information given. Once again, one proprietor, his name is Ganesh. Ganesh is a proprietor. He is not maintaining the books of account properly, but some informations are given in the question. With the help of this information, we have to find out the profit or loss. Opening capital is given the question. With the help of this information, we have to calculate the closing capital. Then we have to, then 2 more informations are given. Drawings during the year. Drawings during the year is 15,000, and additional capital rupees 20,000. With the help of this information, we have to prepare statement of affairs and find out the profit of the business. Then, how do we solve this question? First of all, the given informations are written one by one. Then, how do you calculate? First, we write statement showing profit or loss. We directly do the problem. The closing capital is not given. We have to prepare the statement of affairs separately. Here, first step, you write the answer. The first previous format. Capital at the end. Capital at the end is not given in the question. With the help of this information, we have to find out the capital at the end. Add drawings. Drawings amount is given in the question. Add 15,000. Then additional capital less additional capital. Additional capital value is 20,000. We have to write the given information one by one. Then opening capital is this. Less opening capital 75,000. We can get profit or loss. In this question, we will get profit. In this question, 2 information we have to find. We have to find 2 information, capital at the end and profit. If you know the capital, then we can directly solve this question. With the help of this given information, we have to find out the closing capital. First we write statement of affairs. Statement of affairs. Here you write working note. It is a working note, but this working note is having a mark. So write it in the answer sheet itself. Statement of affairs as on 31/12/2017. Assets are entered here. Liabilities are entered here. In this question, already we solved these types of question. In this question, only two liabilities, that is creditors and bills payable. Creditors and bills payable, these two items comes in the liability side. Remaining all the information are entered the asset side. Creditors value is 9,000. Bills payable value is 6,000. The remaining items are entered in this side. Cash 5,000. Then stock 18,000. Then bills receivable 7,000. Then furniture 3,000. Furniture 3,000. Land and building 30,000. Land and building 30,000. Then debtors 16,000. Debtors value 16,000. Creditors already entered here. Bank 24,000. Bank is entered here. Bank item 24,000. If you total it, we can get 1,03,000. In this side 1,03,000. Here also we get 1,03,000. The difference is considered as capital. If you total it, we can get 1,03,000. 1,03,000 minus 15,000 is equal to 88,000 is the capital. So closing capital is 88,000. With the help of statement of affairs, we can find the capital. So the closing capital is 88,000. So capital at the end is 88,000. Add drawings, we can get 15,000. 88,000 plus 15,000 is equal to 1,03,000. 1,03,000 minus 20,000 is equal to 83,000. 83,000 minus 75,000 is equal to 8,000 rupees profit. 83,000 minus 75,000 is equal to 8,000. It's a profit. Dear students, once again I want to explain. This is the question. Capital as on 1/1/2017 is given in the question. So this capital is considered as a opening capital. Then drawing is also given the question. Additional capital is also given the question. Opening capital, additional capital, drawing. Three informations are given. We have to find out the profit. The profit, how do you calculate? Without knowing capital at the end, we are not able to find out the profit. So we prepare the statement of affairs. Statement of affairs as on 31/12/2017. That is a closing statement of affairs. All the given informations are entered one by one. Cash is an asset. Stock is an asset. Bills receivable is an asset. Furniture is an asset. Land and building is an asset. Debtors is an asset. Cash at bank is an asset. So these out of 9 points, 7 points are entered in the asset side. Only creditors value and bills payable, only two informations are entered in the liability side. The difference between assets and liability is considered as capital. Then capital at the end 88,000, add drawings 15,000. So 88,000 plus 15,000 is equal to 1,03,000. Less additional capital 20,000. 1,03,000 minus 20,000 is equal to 83,000. Less opening capital 75,000. We can get a profit of 8,000. Dear students, in our textbook, two more questions are given. So you have to do the remaining problems one by one. The remaining portion I will take only after opening the school. Next accountancy period I am going to take the second chapter, because remaining portions are deleted portion in the last batch students. So that question I will explain only after opening the school. So dear students, please do this problem in accountancy book and send the answers to me in my personal WhatsApp account. If you have any doubt, you contact me. I am ready to explain at any time. God bless you.